why modern architecture mostly usually sucks. Last weekend I was visiting a friend of mine in Braga, a Portuguese city in the north. I wanted to do some research for our medieval fantasy world. Whilst we were walking through the inner city, we got talking about why modern architecture mostly usually sucks. Generally, people I meet agree that the older houses always look better, which is strange. But I already made 3 observations that I think we will include into all of our architecture in our fantasy world. Firstly, the materials that are being used and the way that the structures are built need to be made in such a way that they age really well. Old buildings, if they are somewhat maintained and somewhat kept, tend to look charming, moss overgrown, ivy-ish, rather than kind of run down and ugh. Secondly, there shall be ornamentation. Somebody takes the time to make the house actually look pretty, where there's thought and intention of beauty principles and art that are displayed on the house. Thirdly, there will be individuality. Instead of bulk ordering a bunch of houses building the same thing, we're going to have houses be commissioned by themselves, and they will be pulled together in the design by regional aesthetics, by religious creeds, and by the materials of the region. Sometimes things are just more expensive but more beautiful. Of course, there will be some regions on the Soul Atlas, our fantasy world, which will be an exception. We're going to talk about this with an architect that I met recently. If you have any other points that we should take away from the weekend or questions that we should ask the architect, feel free to drop it into the comments right now, and I'm going to get around to asking that.